Are you fed up of goal setting? Does it actually work for you? Or does it make you feel a little bit more stuck than focused? If so, you're not broken. You're not broken. You're probably just wired a little bit differently. And today I'm going to be talking about how different human design types relate to goals and goal setting, and why some of us, this is actually just a concept that we just don't look at, we don't like, we don't try and do. So, hi, if you have just found me on my channel, I am Charlie and I help spiritual visionaries get visible in a way that really aligns with who they are. And I help them to really speak from their soul so that they can attract their soul aligned clients. In this video, I'm going to be exploring how traditional business advice around goals might actually be derailing you, and how you can set intentions in a way that feels expansive and aligned with your design and with your true nature. So the issue of traditional goal setting is that it's a little bit on the masculine side. It's built on the Yang model, right? Masculine numbers, outcomes, deadlines, all this sort of stuff. And for spiritual visionaries like us, it's probably very much just not an alignment for us. It works for some people. It works for those who have the energy to go, to, to drive themselves forward, to have that motivation. But for, the people who are highly sensitive, the people who are intuitive, the energy sensitive people, it can really feel restrictive or even just completely depleting to set goals, especially when it comes to revenue goals and sales goals and things like that in your business. It encourages chasing. It encourages, people to just go out there and, encourages people to go out there and be desperate about making sales. And nobody's going to choose you if you're desperate, essentially, because sales is all about energy. If your energy is aligned, then you'll get sales. It's as simple as that sometimes. And I actually realized the other day that some of us don't need smart goals, right? But we do need soul goals. So let's have a look. Let's break down each different human design type and really see how goal setting might be different for you according to your type, according to your aura, etc. And actually, you can take a look at motivation here as well. So if you know your human design motivation, then maybe your goal setting can be aligned a little bit more with that. So let's start with manifestors. So manifestors thrive on a really big vision, but they also need a lot of space and a lot of sovereignty as well. They need to be alone, have that rest cycle. But what they can do is they can have huge impact on the world. So traditional goals can help you a little bit, because when you're out of that rest cycle as a manifestor, you can just go and go, and that there is no pressure for you because you just are flowing with that cycle that you have. Right? But the thing that I would say is try and set your goals on something that is about how you are impacting the world. So your goals might be something like, I want to impact 200 people this year. Yeah, I want to, help people with this, and this. It might be that you want to serve 1 million people. You want 1 million people to have a look at what you're doing, like listen to your podcast, etc. So have goals like that are kind of rooted in traditional goals, but just know that they come from a cycle that when you honor it, it's going to happen for you. So let's have a look at generators and manifesting generators. Now, your goals essentially, if you try and come up with a goal by yourself in, a room and you haven't got anybody else around, that goal may not necessarily be the right goal for you. And the reason why is because you're designed to respond. You're designed to have something around you, like a person, a coach, or somebody else there, that when they say something, your sacral will just light on fire and you'll be like, yes, that is my goal. That is what I want to do. So try and come up with a goal that is based on, a conversation that you've had with someone, maybe you listen to a podcast, or you've been to an event and somebody has said something that's really lit a fire up in you, and you're like, right, that is my goal. That is what I want. And those goals don't have to be monetary. Okay, again, you can make impact, especially if you're a manifesting generator. You can create impacts. Your goals can be all around that instead. And just remember, you will absolutely love doing what lights you up, and you will feel rubbish and frustrated and awful if you're not doing what lights you up. So make sure, especially as a manifesting generator, make sure that your goals can be interchangeable, because once you lose that energy, once you lose that response to go, yeah, this is amazing, I want to do it, then that goal is no longer going to be achievable. You're going to move on to a different goal, and you're going to work towards that one instead. Now, let's talk about projectors and reflectors. Now, you guys, you know, we're very, very, very kind of more on the feminine side. Regardless of what gender you are more of a feminine being. You're very yin. And you may want to set goals based on how you want to feel rather than the monetary or the hustle or anything like that. Because essentially what's going to happen for you is you're going to, when you really speak to the soul of your soul aligned clients, you're going to draw people towards you. And when your self-worth and when you see yourself so clearly as a projector or a reflector, you're going to be able to guide that person in a way that they have never, ever been guided before. So the monetary value of that will need to be, you know, quite exponentially different to what you see out there in the spiritual world or the coaching world, for example. So make sure that your goals are all about how you want to feel. So let's say you have, you want to have one client that is, and you just want to feel connected. You want to feel alive. You want to feel, invited. Right? Being invited is the most important part of being a projector. So set it on how you want to feel, not on what everybody else is doing around you in terms of, oh, I got 5 clients this month, or oh, I did this and oh, I did that. If you are a projector who's working with a lot of clients, I want you to revisit how that works for you. Are you in and out of auras all day long because there's so many people to talk to? Just a little extra tip there from your resident projector on this channel. Now, if you have decided that you don't want to have a goal that is a revenue target or like anything to do with numbers, then I want you to know that that is okay no matter what type you are. It's just as powerful working from a feeling and an intention than it is to actually hit the numbers and the logic and the strategy of your goal. And this really is where the soul aligned visioning comes in. So I want you to redefine what success feels like to you. What are you calling in? What makes you happy? What makes you live a life that is worth living? And what makes you live that life that you want to live as well? We get so conditioned these days by, you know, the Instagram lifestyle, the let's turn over 7 figures so that I can live in this place in Bali and this and this and this. If that is not success for you to be able to go and live nomadically in Bali, then that's not your goal. Make sure you redefine success as to what you want success to feel like, and as what you want your life to feel like as well. Make sure you invite the universe in. Leave space for the magic that is going to unfold. Leave space for the unexpected that's going to happen. The most amazing things that happen is when you lean back, the unexpected magic will just come into your life. And when you're aligned, that magic happens more often. That unexpected magic happens more often. So if you are somebody where goal setting has never really made you feel very good at all, maybe it's even made you feel like a failure before you've even started, then maybe it's time to try something softer. Maybe it's try something more intuitive, more deep, more aligned with you and who you are as, you know, a highly sensitive person, if you are that. If this video resonated with you, then please drop your word or intention for you for this season in the comments below, because I'd love to hear more about, you know, what works for you and whether you're going to be dropping the revenue goal as a goal that you have in your life and in your business. If you are curious about how human design can really shape the way that you do business, then check out the links below, because I've got a couple of different offers for you, and you can come and have a chat with me and see where you would like to get started. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Charlie, and I am a visibility strategist for spiritual visionaries, and I can't wait to guide you further in this beautiful journey that we have here.